It's no great revelation that our Gogos are the moral fibre in the structure of many South African families and communities at the moment. They cook for us, try to make us feel better when we're sick, share their wisdom through their storytelling advice. Now, would you believe it if I told you that they can also teach us a thing or two about football? Take a look.
The Gogolympics is part of a unique granny support group project started by the Hillcrest Aid Centre, who recognise the plight of the growing number of grandmother-headed households.
The Gogos play a fundamental role in the communities of South Africa. I mean, really, we have a generation of children in South Africa who are being raised by their grandmothers. And the grannies carry huge burdens. Many of them have lost children to HIV and AIDS and other reasons, and they have taken on many grandchildren. And right in the time of life where they should be relaxing and retiring, they're actually working harder than ever to support these grandchildren socially, emotionally, physically, and they are fundamental to the backbone of South Africa.
What started as home-based care training by a community nurse has grown into a movement powered by Gogos. Now, grannies have access to support groups, plus enjoy activities like sewing or sports to improve mental and physical health.
When we're going out into their homes, we realized that it was the grannies that are taking care of their grandchildren. And like when we were visiting them, we realized that they were very sad, confused, stressed, not knowing what to do. We started off starting support groups in the community so that people would mobilize people in their community so that they'll be able to support each other.
Mavis Mbele, who is a part of the granny support group, loves to play soccer but is also able to enjoy her sewing and gardening hobbies through the program. Lindeni Mbuto has 15 members of her family in her care and must be mother and father to them all. It was Sister Mjeni who introduced her to Gogolympics, and she's an ardent supporter of the Hillcrest Aid Centre. Empowering the grandmothers and giving them a new perspective was key. It built the motivation to get involved and also support each other.
Every morning, I do exercises. And Fridays and Tuesday, we come in here to do the exercises. And we're always happy.
Any other day of the week, these Gogos would be wearing full-length skirts and hats on their head. Today, they're out there in whatever gear allows them to do the sport best.
They're very happy. Like even for them to be able to know that there's still a lot they can do. Like they don't now stay at home not doing anything. They go out to the support group. Like they do things for themselves. Like they are growing, they are developing, their lives are changing.
With this kind of success, the Gogos are definitely scoring. A group of American grannies not only support the initiative, but are inspired by their African counterparts.
We're here with Hillcrest Aid Center, which has been a partner of ours for many years, and there are volunteers that come in and that help with the Gogo groups. I think it's now in the 40s, the number of Gogo groups.
The granny groups have received visits and help from international volunteers, as well as local businesses and individuals who generously donate food and clothes to assist them and their families.
Charity starts at home. You've got to start by looking in your own family structure, to your next door neighbours, in your extended family, and ask yourself, if you know a Gogo who is carrying a heavy burden, try to understand the burden that they're carrying. Try to ask questions around how could you help alleviate some of that burden. Try to find ways to do things that are just for them, to celebrate them.
SA has 2 million orphans who have lost their parents to HIV and AIDS. Approximately 60% of these children are cared for by their grandmothers. Let's ask ourselves what we can do to support and celebrate the work of our Gogos.